everybody? Welcome back to another episode of the Meridian Bomb Squad. It's your boys, Geralt, Lambert, and Vesemir. We are here with episode...
I hope I'm Vesemir.
I think Josh technically would be Vesemir. He's old and fat. I'm kidding.
I will sit on your tiny ass.
Actually,
no, but you wise,
Josh,
though.
You've been eating well, so you probably like mountain type shit.
No, Josh, you're Vesemir because you're wise, and you're found.
I don't actually know who that I don't even know who that fucking character is.
When you start the game,
Vesemir is a fucking gangster, bro.
Yeah, and at the end of the game, he handles business. He's the one who trained you, dog.
So let me clarify here. I drunk bought Witcher, played it for 20 minutes, and never continued.
Okay, so that guy who
You're
was
making us lose all credibility here. Why are we calling ourselves? We might have to change our name.
You might.
like
Cottrell is technically the only one of the three of us that has finished Witcher 3 to completion. I finished the main story in the first DLC. Josh hasn't played it.
Nope, because the first game I played on my PlayStation has been Monster Hunter in 15 years.
Oh my god. Well, we'll get to Monster Hunter. I'm gonna jump right into the news. New Crash Bandicoot game.
I'll grab the motion capture.
Yeah, man. Yeah. What? When? I don't know.
2019. 2019. But what's interesting? Oh shit! Is it gonna play a video? Oh, it's muted. What is most interesting about it, I think, is that I don't believe it's being developed by Naughty Dog.
Yeah, because they don't fucking care about Crash Bandicoot anymore.
Yeah, but like that was their thing, you know, like
yeah. And they're trying to step away from that. I understand that.
No, I feel you. Shit. I Control said fuck him.
Yeah, pretty much.
Honestly, to be honest with you, I probably won't play Crash Bandicoot. I didn't play Crash Bandicoot back in the day. I didn't have a PlayStation. I was a Nintendo kid.
I was fucking with Jack and okay, so like I was a Nintendo kid. My bro Willie gave me a PlayStation 2 with all his games, and I played both the whack shits and the good shit. Like Siphon Filter was trash. The name alone is garbage, and like the game just said, hey, if you looked at the name and you still put it in, you're probably gonna get just the same quality.
What was that game again? I know that name.
It was third-person shooter game. You know what it is. That shit looked cool, and then you play it, and you're like, "Holy shit! Somebody fucking kill me now!" That is the game, bro. Like there were some mechanics that didn't make any sense in that shit.
Yeah, but this is also almost 20 years ago. There's a lot of mechanics that didn't make a lot of sense.
Bro.
Hold on, I want to switch back to Crash Bandicoot.
Okay, go ahead.
Activision has a 5-year plan for the Crash Bandicoot, and what do they call it? GBI. Oh, the merchandising company is called...
Are there going to be loot boxes for the pants?
No, not...
Pants change, furs changes?
No. But they... Alright, so they said the Insane Trilogy will be coming to PC and Switch. And then it says... Max Argyle, manager of merchandising company GBI, is responsible for the rumor because he said... The new game was a huge success at retail with no marketing spend. Next year, it will be going broader, Switch and PC, and there will be another game in 2019, and that's the merchandising company. So, then he also continues to say Activision has a 5-year plan for this, and GBI is delighted to be fully on board for all products, plural. So that leads me to believe there might be at least a third. The remaster was a PS4. Oh, we already know that. All right, yeah. So Crash Bandicoot. Rumored, all but confirmed for 2019. So that's something to look forward to for you old school fans. Next up,
I don't even know if the old school fans are looking forward to this shit.
Yes, they are. Everybody is on that nostalgia train. You know, they're like, "Yo, back in the day." I'm just
back in the day, I only had to press X to jump. Now it's triangle. Sometimes it's the right stick.
I gotta use other buttons. Oh man.
God.
Yo, did you guys see
trying to make that sound appealing.
Google about to try to crack this market?
Oh yeah, they're trying to take a shot.
What's up, Josh?
I think they'll do okay. Okay with it. It's interesting.
It's Skynet,
Google, baby.
I've already given into my robot overlord, so can't do anything.
Google, baby.
I got a Google Pixel, and let me tell you, it's my favorite smartphone. I guess it's only my only other smartphone. I've only ever had an iPhone. But yeah. And I'm reading this from PCWorld.com. Google, their new game console is called the Yeti. And it's the codename attached to an intriguing rumor about Google's gaming ambitions. Wow.
Bitches.
That emerged this week. This rumor suggests the company is developing its own cloud-based gaming service and home console. As the information reported, this so-called service would stream games into users' homes from remote. Oh my God, I had such a shit night at work. Into users' homes from remote servers, allowing users to play on Chromecast or a new console made by Google. Let's talk about that for a moment. How do you guys feel about games as a streaming service like that?
So here's for me what's going to make or break it. Streaming service, cool. You charge me to breathe in my own room, I will fucking throw you in the toilet.
I don't know what you mean. What do you talk about?
Microtransactions. It's a streaming service. You're gonna pay a monthly fee, so you're gonna pay.
You're definitely gonna have to pay a monthly fee for this.
Yep. So,
but you technically already do. I mean, with PlayStation Plus and all that.
I pay one fee for the whole year. It's cool, and I don't get inundated by ads.
Yeah. You can break that down month by month, or you could do the whole thing. Yes. All right.
So if I get microtransaction to hell, if I get added to hell, and one of the things that I have an issue with Google is the volume of data collection that Google does is terrifying. And it's not just Google; it's your smartphone, it's fucking Instagram and Facebook.
It is.
That shit listens to you. It's hilarious.
It knows what song is playing at the bar,
is.
Which is both creepy and extremely useful.
No doubt, like you just kind of got to give in to some of this shit, but because that's the nature of our technological world right now. Fuck, I just got an SD card that's the size of my thumbnail. That's 250 gigabytes in size that I put in my tablet.
Oh, that's mind blowing. I remember when we had those small music players back, like before iPod and all that shit. Kids, yo. Bro, if she doesn't know what I'm talking about, she's too young for you. But, you remember when, you could load up, 10 songs on, a small little thing and plug your headphones into it?
That Guardians joke about the Zune, no one knows what that is anymore.
Oh, that's right.
That was pretty funny. That was really good. That was a good one. It's a Zune. Whoa. That was really good. I thought that was great.
You know what? They
did that.
It's worse because I totally forgot about the Zune until the Guardians put that in the movie, and I haven't thought about it until now when you just brought it back up.
Yeah, it wasn't great. There's a reason it died pretty quick.
Control, what do you think? Games as a streaming service?
I don't really have much of an interest in it. I'm more of I'm barely a PC guy when it comes to.
My problem is you're already paying. As of right now, we're paying $60 a game, right?
Right.
So, is this going to be like EA Origins, which actually isn't that bad of a deal, where you pay $10 a month and you can stream full games?
Yeah, but I'm kind of sick of I don't mind it. I think it's fine as a service. I don't want it to go mainstream.
Well, it's Google, honestly, man. Google might even when it comes to
I know that's kind of what. All right, then in that case, I really don't like it. I don't like the idea of that. I have I have art. I kind of draw with art programs and sometimes, and I used to use Photoshop, and now I'm trying to switch off of it because I have to pay subscriptions instead of just owning the product.
Oh, Photoshop CC, yeah. I hate that shit. CS6, which is perfectly fine.
Interjecting here based on that exact topic you just brought up, looking for a Photoshop replacement. I think it's $20. Paint Storm Studio, the best thing ever.
I saw it, bro. That shit looks so good.
Do it. I'll have to check that out. Also,
that was
while we're talking about it, did you check out Maya's or not Maya? Jesus Christ, Autodesk's sketchbook program?
Sketchbook Pro is good.
Yep. Sketchbook Pro is solid. And I'm sorry, I know this is a gaming podcast, but my personal opinion, I've really only used Sketchbook Pro, Adobe Photoshop, and Coral Paint, as far as straight up drawing, like line art, like as if I would draw with a pencil, Sketchbook Pro feels the most like drawing, like traditionally, for me.
More than Painter.
More,
Because I'm moving on to
well,
Painter.
Well,
I'm moving
Painter
on to
is more of
Painter.
a painting program. I'm talking about just straight up line drawing.
I'm telling you guys, spend the $20, you'll both fall in love. I'm not a big 2D artist. I'm down. I just got this new tablet with a Wacom digitizer. Dude,
Yeah.
it's amazing. And I got a guy
Well,
who's
I'm
a
gonna
straight
need-
2D artist. He swears by it. He's been a Photoshop
All
guy
right.
for
All right, we
15
digress.
years.
We will talk about this after the podcast.
Okay.
Yeah. All right. So
All right, yeah.
So Google the Yeti. What's up? That could be something. Oh wait, did it say when it was going to come out?
Yeah,
No.
I
No,
don't.
it won't.
I'm
It
not.
won't.
I hope it doesn't become big, too big because
I don't know. I mean,
I'm so
they
tired
always
of the
say
shortcuts that game companies keep taking, and that's not going to be. that's fine.
competition breeds innovation. So we'll see what happens.
Yeah, but what if you get like you get onto the stream service and like most of the games that you're, like if it becomes a biggest deal, like if it becomes something that it's kind of like mandatory in the industry, like what if you just get shit games all the time? Like it's like you're forced to pay for
that's
games.
the kicker. Is like, are we gonna have AAA title support for this system? Oh shit! Hold on, yes. Oh, motherfucker. No, I had to plug in this heart monitor thing. Anyway.
You good,
Yeah.
fam?
Yeah. Sorry, I knocked over a beer can. My butt cheek clenched up. It was rough over here.
It was awful. All right.
What was I saying? Yeah. So if obviously, what's gonna make or break it is the AAA title support. If it's just gonna end up like mobile gaming or social media like Facebook gaming. Remember Zynga when Zynga was a huge. Then it probably will fizzle out. But if you're getting the Naughty Dogs, the Rockstars, whatever on it, then it could be big.
That could be big, yeah.
Anyway,
I wonder how it's gonna be, how weird it's gonna be, because it's like it's kind of like I feel like it'll also be like a PlayStation. Like you pay for PlayStation Plus or Xbox Live, and then like every 2 months you get a free game. But like, I don't know if you guys do it, but like when I get a free game, even if I was looking forward to the game, chances of me playing it are like less than if I just had it.
They're slim to none.
Yeah, like Deus Ex came out, right? I
Yeah.
have it.
I
I
have
only
it
put
too,
5 minutes into
But
it,
like
even though
Monster
I
Hunter came
really
out
wanted
like
it.
a
Yeah,
week later.
right. But like even then, when you got it, like you weren't like, oh shit, like because it's a good game, but you weren't like, oh, okay, all right, let me get this in. Like like I have 20 minutes on that game,
I have 0.
and
I
it
haven't
was
started.
half of it was from watching the recap, the
This
14
month?
recap.
This month, Journey's free. I hear that's amazing.
Journey's
No,
dope,
it's
bro.
Rhyme.
Journey's, which is also dope.
Wait,
It's
is
also
Rhyme's
Journey
dope.
free
free
as
now?
well. Journey's free on PSN right now.
Oof. I already have
I
that.
don't have that though.
You don't have PSN? How the
PlayStation
fuck do you
Now.
not have PSN?
That's different.
If you
Oh, PlayStation Now. Okay, all right. I was
whatever the yearly subscription is to use their online services.
Yeah, well, PlayStation Plus
PlayStation
and
Plus.
PlayStation Now are different.
That's
Oh,
PlayStation
I just
Plus.
have Plus.
Yeah,
Is
yeah. So it's
Journey
PlayStation
on?
Plus. Yeah,
Is
there are
it?
times where they make games free. There are some games that they just make free on a whim.
Yeah, there's always like one a month or some shit like that.
Yeah, they're just
Oh.
like, hey.
I don't know. Anyway, what was I saying?
You were
Bandai
saying
Namco
things.
developing Metroid 4.
Should be good. All the primes are really good, so I have high hopes.
I have never played Metroid
Wait,
Prime.
Bandai Namco? Yo, Bandai Namco is
Yeah,
the
so it
shit,
was
bro.
rumored, and then it was confirmed this week.
Yeah, no, that'll be good. Those are solid games. If anybody hasn't played them, they're fun as hell.
Hell yeah. Oh my god, I'm way more excited now than I was before.
Let me put it out there because I'm not the huge gamer here. I played those games on GameCube. Was the
Metroid
shit.
Prime?
Yep.
Yeah. Bro.
I loved that game, and that was ages ago, and I will only support it. I don't know if I'll play the new one, but might.
It's oh man, that's so good. I'm so hyped.
I mean, I'm assuming it's going to be a Nintendo exclusive again.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, Nintendo's not gonna let people play
they
their
can't.
game unless they support that shit.
Metroid's right in that realm of like the Nintendo deities. You got Mario and Zelda and
Yeah.
Metroid, and it's just, there's no way.
Well, they don't
Yeah.
have much else going for them, so they need that.
No doubt, no doubt.
Whoa,
He said
whoa.
Shots fired.
Whoa, you talking shit right now,
Yo,
bro.
I
don't
love
know, man. Don't
Nintendo.
say it
Okay,
too
I
loud.
love Nintendo, but let's be
Do
real.
you?
Let's
Do
be
you?
real. All right.
Do you?
Yo,
Do
until they
you,
come
though?
out with Jet Force Gemini remake, I don't want to hear it.
Oh
Jet Force?
yeah, I'm on that train.
That's it. You heard it
Oh,
here
I'm
first,
getting
people.
off.
You
This
heard
is
it
my
here
fucking
first.
stop.
Literally
This
everybody,
is my fucking
all
stop.
10 of you that listen to this podcast forgot about Jet Force Gemini until I just mentioned it. And
Yeah,
now-
I don't know what the fuck that is. What is that?
How do
Oh
you not
my
know?
god, it's
Dog,
so good.
Basically, you're a brother, a sister, and then you have a dog, and you go around to alien planets and you kill bugs, like mostly ants and grasshoppers, and you save teddy bears. I know it
Sounds
sounds real
vaguely
lame, but like
familiar.
it's fucking awesome.
That sounds familiar though.
That's because you probably
It
played
actually-
it. It was on N64.
Hmm.
And then halfway through the game, you upgrade your characters and you get like dope ass suits. You know, it's kind of like when Iron Man burst out the cave, and then went back to his
Yes.
his shop and then made the dope suit. It's kind of like that. And your dog can hover, which is cool.
The fuck? Sounds like is it top down?
No, it's a third person shooter
Third person
on
shooter.
N64. You literally just go and kill a bunch of ants, and they're like different types of weapons, different worlds, different types of enemies. It was
It
cool.
was back
That sounds
back when you had to
freaking
get the expansion for the RAM expansion for your N64 because
Oh,
it was just
wow.
It
That's
had
a wow.
Rumble Pack support.
uh
Oh man, yeah. For those of you guys don't know, if you're that young, your controller didn't always rumble. You actually had to get a peripheral, and of course, Nintendo loves its peripherals, so they were all about it.
that Game Shark, yeah.
That Game Shark, though. Oh my god.
I want to lose my save file. Let's go.
Oh man.
Let's fucking go.
Ooh, we brought this up last podcast. And this is coming from ESPN. That's right, people. ESPN.
Jesus.
Kaguri set to join Shanghai Dragons, become Overwatch League's first female player. That just blows my mind that we on ESPN right now. We talk about Overwatch. Like, that's cool as shit. Like, I don't even play Overwatch anymore.
You know what I want?
Like,
I can't
that's just
wait
cool.
for.
Like, that's just fucking cool that as a gaming society like that now we on ESPN.
I can't
first
wait
time
for
that
those those spots where you ever see those ESPN spots where they're just like when they're in like their meeting room where they talk. It's also the basketball court. And they're just like, "What do you think, Bill? What do you think about May? Honestly, man, her wall's pretty strong, but Reinhardt just goes right through that, bro. Like, I'm waiting for that time.
That's
where
how they
like,
do,
instead
but that's
of
what they
fucking
sound like.
basketball-
Wait, have you watched the games?
No, I know, but like I'm talking about like when ESPN has those episodes, like because they have to fill in like the filler. So like there has to be things where they just like there are so many shows on ESPN where it's just a group of guys in suits talking about like plays like on basketball, like I don't know, man, he's retiring soon, so like they got the basketball and they're trying to replicate plays, but they're like it's so awkward. You know what I mean?
What's up, Josh?
Go watch the World of Warcraft PvP Championships. It's exactly that.
It's the same, and they're just trying to
have
back up
some
to
of
the
the
fact that there's World of Warcraft PvP Championships.
Yeah, and there's huge
my God.
prize pots for it, and there's shoutcasters from the old school, from the original, like old guys have been around forever that know this shit. Literally full on suits, news like Sports Center shit, whole time. It's incredible.
That is so.
They even built
good.
a whole new like UI, the like setup, so they can actually view the whole fight like play by play and like draw on the screen and shit. And they're talking about play. It's gnarly.
Yo, you guys want to talk about like trying to like do filler and like kill time on ESPN? Dude, I'm not lying. I was sitting at the bar after work one night and they were playing I think it was like a 15 maybe 20 minute documentary called The Art of the Flow, and it literally just examines
like shit.
mullets throughout sports history, and what players and coaches had them, and what like if the team was doing well. Like, dude, it was called The Art of the Flow, and it was just about mullets. I watched a 20-minute sports documentary about mullets.
You got us beat then. That shit sounds like trash.
That is real. That is a real documentary that exists.
God damn. Man, sometimes I'm just like, man, I don't know.
I was kind of interested. I was like, oh shit.
You gotta be. I mean, like, what else can you do? Shit, you're just sitting there. That's what ESPN is. Most people just kind of like sitting there going like, all right, what are we gonna talk about? Honestly, I think I don't fucking know. Oh, is that a nice haircut? Let's do it. Let's talk about the haircut.
Is that a bad haircut? Fuck it, we'll talk about that.
Is it a good? I don't know, man. I mean, look at his score. He's got 25 wins every day. You know what I mean? Like, and it's just that
hair. It's
gotta be the hair, man. I mean, like, I'm looking at the statistics here, Bill, and this is crazy. Like, it's pretty much what it is. It's like that all day. God, I went on a date with my girlfriend, and we had ESPN was on, and that was all they were talking about, just random bullshit that I really didn't care about. I'm not even.
All right, next, I got a couple of things that really I'm just gonna lump all up into one shit.
Do it.
On this episode's edition of What Could EA Fuck Up This Week?
Everything.
Well, let's see. Battlefront 2 progression overhauls might come in March, but a new Battlefield is coming in 2018, and the Respawn Star Wars has been pushed back to 2020. So let's just talk about all three of those things here. First of all, it's March, and you guys, it's gonna be March, and that's when you're gonna put out the Battlefront 2 progression overhauls.
Damn.
Didn't that game come out in November?
Yeah, bro.
All right. Yeah, that's the first.
Yeah, bro.
That's the first way you fucked up. Oh, 2, you're going to release a new Battlefield this year. Nobody wants that. We didn't ask for that. What we
the
wanted
last one didn't do well. Let's review.
The last one didn't do bad. What did badly? Badly? Is that an adverb?
Poorly.
Nope.
Poorly. There you go.
That ain't a word. Yeah, there you go.
Yeah, badly is like not really a word, right?
Nope. That's like if you're 5 and you didn't know how to like really emphasize that shit is not good, you would say badly.
I don't know if emphasize that shit is not good is that
badly?
Anyway,
let's be honest.
I'll put it this way: it's a badly way to say bad. That's for sure.
Wow. Anyway, what they, I don't know.
When I say your, it's actually Y-O-U-R, just to piss everyone off here.
Wait,
Y-O-U-R.
as opposed to apostrophe R-E?
I'm just being an asshole. Ignore me.
It depends on the context, but okay.
I mean, it's not. I'm just an asshole all the time.
Yeah, for sure. So we got a new Battlefield coming. Battlefront 2 progression overhauls. Respawn Star Wars was pushed back to 2020. They claim that Anthem, I think we briefly touched on this last podcast, has been pushed back to 2019, but that's not a delay. Like they said, like they're hitting all of their target development goals, but they also claim that the delay isn't a delay. Like, what do you mean? I'm very confused.
What do you mean?
It's pretty much them saying, hey, we had meetings and said it was okay, so...
Yeah, you got 4 different things going on right now. Realistically, 2 of them might work out. I'm getting less and less excited for Anthem by the day.
Yeah, no doubt.
I don't care about the new Battlefield. That's the thing, is like, I enjoy Battlefield games. I know some of the later, like the future ones. Same with Call of Duty. It's like, but I remember Battlefield was some of my very early PC gaming days. Like I had Battlefield 1 and 2. I remember when it was great. World War 2. Like that shit was crazy. Battlefront, Star Wars is awesome. I still stand by this statement. Back when I played Battlefront 2, the game was fun. It was a fun game to play, but you ruined it with your progression. And now here we are 5 months in almost, or it will be 5 months when you release these quote-unquote progression overhauls. That's too long. You drop the ball on that. And then the one that everybody's really pumped about, you push that back to 2020? I'm sorry.
Tell it, Capil. Tell it.
I don't know. That's just where I'm at. That's just where I'm at with EA.
Yeah.
EA owns Respawn, right? And or am I just bitching about that for no reason?
No. They own Respawn, bro.
Okay, yeah. So I bought it. All right, yeah. Fuck you.
Yeah. I wanted to give pause because like every time you get like you're like, yo, somebody's fucking up, and you call them out on their shit, you're very polite about it.
I'm fucking.
You are very polite about it. Yeah, you're like, did I fuck some? Like you were like, did I fuck? No one's saying anything. And it's like, nah, bro, you're preaching, but you're like, I don't know, bro. Am I?
Well,
preaching?
remember last week when I went on a rant about fucking lawbreakers, but I was supposed to be talking about Paragon. Oh my god.
Well, see that? Like, I don't know, man. Your passion, it's too weak. I ain't gonna hold it back, bro. I ain't done it. I'm gonna go nah, bro.
I'll hold it over your head. It's good.
Yeah. I feel like it's Josh's, bro. That's Josh's job. I'll let him handle it. I'll be like, yeah.
You know why?
Yeah.
Control, we the same height. You can't hold it over my head. Josh can.
Nah, I can't. Yeah, you can. So I'm gonna let him do it right. I'm gonna let him do his job right. You know what I mean?
Like, Control, we need step ladders. We need like little thug
we
ladders,
do.
like Kevin Hart.
We do.
Just walk up.
Yeah.
I gotta stand on a chair in my kitchen to open up the window in my apartment. I have 3 windows in my apartment. I got one.
That's rude.
In my main room. And I got one in my bedroom, and then there's one in my roommate's bedroom. But, like, my apartment, like, yes. That's it. I got one window, dog. One window.
Damn. That wouldn't be me.
Dog.
Couldn't do it. Couldn't do it.
Same with, like, you know how a lot of apartments have, like, cupboards above your refrigerator? Like, I got cupboards above my refrigerator, too. There's nothing in them, because I can't reach them. But there's cupboards up there.
Jesus.
I know, dog. It's rough. It's rough.
Last
up, at least as far as I know, unless you guys have something else after this, there is a rumor going on. I don't know if you guys saw the updated podcast notes, that Microsoft might be purchasing Valve and EA and PUBG.
Not
I don't know why
surprising.
PUBG's in that list. They just want a trash can? I don't know what they...
Well, I don't know. I mean, because I thought Tencent's only doing the mobile thing. So I guess what? Microsoft would have to be publishing Bluehost? Anyway, fuck that. No one worries about that. I'm more concerned about them purchasing Valve, which is interesting.
Well, so let's clarify. Microsoft is a giant company and in multiple parts, and Valve is a money printing machine, so if they can acquire them, they're going to. Now, mind you, this is a terrifying thing for me because everything Microsoft touches tends to suck total donkey nuts.
They're gonna run the web part of Steam can only be ran through Internet Explorer.
Oh god, see, and here's the problem. I hate.
Don't put that juju on us. Don't put that juju on us.
They got rid of Internet Explorer.
Knock on wood.
They just renamed that shit.
What's it, Microsoft Edge now? Get the fuck out of here.
I had to, it took me an hour to it took me an hour to remove Cortana's head from her body and hide it somewhere and then bury her in a box in my Windows machine. But I despise with a passion Microsoft accounts and everything that I have to do in order to use them. I feel so invaded and fucking screwed with by Microsoft. And don't get me wrong, Windows is great. There's some of their shit's awesome. They do some good stuff, but their services and their account shit drives me up a wall. And part of that is I'm bitter because they fucked Skype over back in the day. So
they fucked what?
Skype. Skype used to be awesome. Microsoft bought it and stuck it in the
Microsoft? Is that why Skype sucks now?
Yeah, Microsoft shit canned it. They did just a horrible job, and now it's this weird garbage VoIP that has weird spin-offs like Link for corporate environments. It's really stupid.
Let me interject, because this article, and this is coming from Polygon, by the way, Very interesting tidbit, which I think is actually a very, very powerful. So again, coming from this Polygon article, what would Microsoft gain by buying, Valve, other than, the streaming service itself? Valve doesn't need the money. Microsoft would basically own PC gaming because Valve is pretty much, as far as the United States goes, is PC gaming. However, Microsoft would also control one of the most useful means of collecting user data in all of gaming. They would learn about what hardware is in the systems of players who agree to share that data, and it would know what games people are playing and for how long. And if data is power these days, Steam is the equivalent of a nuclear bomb stuffed with $100 bills. Now, that was all from Polygon, but that's a good point. It's
a valid point. I never considered or
I
thought
didn't think about that either.
Valve pulls metrics on their games and their community.
And you know what? To be honest, I think I let Valve know my specs, because if something goes wrong, like for troubleshooting issues, basically, I
totally don't, but yeah, I do get. I'm sure plenty of people do.
Mm-hmm.
I'm a security nutball. Like right now, I'm running everything through a VPN, just talking to you guys. So yeah.
Smart thing to do. That's what it is.
Yeah, well, a discussion I shall not have on a recorded session. So
that is intelligent.
Oh,
my dumbass is not that. Oh, actually, no. My girlfriend does that. She handles all that shit. So technically, I am.
I'm safe. Yay!
I am safe.
Real quick before Control, you said you had one other thing. Actually, no, never mind. Control, yeah, you said you had one other thing. What's up?
No, you can put your shit out there.
No, it doesn't matter because it has nothing. It's not really news, so it doesn't matter.
Oh, okay. For Honor's got dedicated servers coming in on the 15th.
Did they come out? I saw the patch notes that you tagged me in, so I'll have to hop back on that then.
Yeah. They changed the combat a little bit in a very big way.
They changed the combat a little bit in a very big
way. Yeah, I say that because the change is small. Yeah, I did. I changed the change. Fuck off. They changed the change is really tiny, but it makes a huge difference. So
Ripples, baby, the butterfly effect.
Yeah.
Oh, wait,
if you deflected something. Wow. If in For Honor, if you deflect something, you get you basically get a guaranteed guard break, which gives you a lot of options, like throwing someone off a cliff, throwing him into a wall, all that shit. But instead of actually, when you deflect a heavy attack, you can only really get in a light attack instead. You can't really throw somebody or grab them and toss them because you can get a guaranteed win easily off of that shit. Also, if it's a light attack, which is harder to deflect, and you get deflect that move, you'd have like better options like a heavy attack or maybe a better move. But
Control, are you playing video games right now?
Changes. No, my girlfriend is. She's playing Monster Hunter.
I wouldn't be doing that and sitting on my couch on my new tablet at all.
Yeah. He's not doing that.
No.
I just heard button mashing. So, Josh, I know for a fact that you are indeed playing video games right now.
Yeah. Sophia's playing fighting against the Valhazak. So she's.
Was it 3 weeks ago, Control, when you were doing it? I was like, is somebody button mashing? And you were like, nah.
Nah, what are you talking about? What are you saying, bro?
Crazy.
Yo, you crazy, bro. I don't know what you're talking about.
Oh,
that was
man.
me. Yeah, I'm better than that now.
What I was going to say was, real quick, Kingdom Come Deliverance is coming out this week.
Kingdom Come Deliverance. That sounds familiar.
Really cool. Yeah, it's like a medieval RPG, first person, like the Elder Scrolls series. Except
you lost me at first person.
Oh, you don't like Elder Scrolls?
I don't like first person adventure games.
Well, it's an RPG like Elder Scrolls, except without the fantasy. It's just like this medieval. I don't know. It looked pretty intense.
Sounds like shit. No, I'm kidding. I don't know.
I mean, I'll wait. That's not gonna be day one for me. I'll wait. Obviously people are gonna be streaming it. So
I'll wait for the price to drop.
I won't. I probably won't. But I'm just not gonna get it this week because your boy is broke.
Your boy is
Anyway,
broke.
so that concludes the news for this week. If we got anything wrong, just let us know. Email us at dbsquadpod@gmail.com or drop us a line on our Facebook page or our YouTube. That's right. We've got multiple ways of contact
Communication.
now. What's up? It's almost like we're legitimate. As soon as I can get some advertising
content.
We are generating. Oh yeah, we got some videos from Monster Hunter up. Cottrell's been slacking. He didn't put his videos up yet.
Bro, I have. I can't get it open. I'm sorry.
I just put up 2 more.
Just send me the videos.
I just put up 2 more.
It's a lot harder to send you the videos than to just post them myself. I swear.
Apparently not.
I'm dead ass.
You dead ass, bro. You are from bro.
Dead ass, bro.
Fuck.
Facts, my guy.
All right, so we'll have to figure that shit out. So
I love it.
I really haven't played anything this week other than a little bit of Monster Hunter. I didn't get actually a lot of time to play this week. I went back to work, because I'm done recovering from surgery and all that. So I was kind of working this week, and yeah. So where am I at? I killed the pink Rathian or Rathalos.
Mm-hmm.
What did I do?
Rathian. Yeah.
I killed that one. I think I'm at hunter rank 13 or 14 or something like that. So yeah, I got a whole bunch of new optional quests and all that type of stuff. Hunt the Azure Rathalos, that kind of shit.
I fought that thing with the bowgun for the first time. I actually used the bowgun for the first time. Fought the Azure Rathalos for the first time and actually beat it.
Yeah, the Azure Rathalos. I gotta say,
heavy bowgun is fun.
I beat it twice.
Mm-hmm. The fact that you can move now is mad good.
Yeah, I soloed one Azure Rathalos. Took me fucking forever. And then I did team up with some other people. But I just hit that point where now, I really do. The grind begins, if I want to get that sweet armor set, it's like, oh man, I gotta kill this shit at least another 4 times just so I can get that shit.
That's funny that feels like a grind. I feel like doing strikes in Destiny for like 30 minutes at a time is way fucking worse than the 17 minute.
No, you know what, here, this is what I was gonna bring up later, but this is why it feels like a grind for me. It's like, I enjoy it. It's not oh fuck,
want to do the strike again? Hear the same dialogue?
It's not that.
I want to see this.
I'm having serious network issues. I keep
getting oh my god, yeah.
I'm getting kicked out of sessions mid session, or I'll go and I won't be able to join the session, or even I'll be teaming up with my boys and they'll get kicked out of the session. I'm just having huge network issues. So it's not bad. When it's working and it works well, and I'm teaming up with people and we doing it, it's boom, boom, boom. We just knocking them out the fucking park. But then all of a sudden, when I'm doing it alone, I'm not that good. This is my first proper Monster Hunter game. I'm not that good of a player. I'm not that efficient. I'm still learning. So for me, I'm just getting my ass kicked. So that's why it kind of feels like a grind. Whereas opposed to Destiny, I know what I'm doing. I'm perfectly capable of doing this shit myself. It's just a fucking grind. That's the difference.
Yeah.
Oh, that was my rant. Yeah. That's all I had.
Oh, okay. Well, yeah, no, I agree. I've been having the same issue, and it was getting me really ticked off, really upset. I just kind of broke. I just said, yeah, you know what? Fuck it. I'm gonna break off and play some Phoenix Wright or something else.
Yeah, I was tired the other night, so I put it down and I had to go to bed. But if I had some more time, I've been itching to get back into Assassin's Creed.
Assassin's Creed?
Yes, Assassin's
No, I'm kidding.
Creed.
Assassin's
Creed? The new one's tight. I also got it
man.
for free, so
So it's even better, yeah. Oh man, this game is amazing.
I also didn't pay for it.
I don't have the sore rage of buying a game that I didn't actually want, that I actually thought was gonna be better. So it's just delicious. It's almost like free food. Dude, you want this cheeseburger? I didn't, And you're like, yeah, sure, I'll take it.
It's super unhealthy. It's covered in shit. It's gonna taste delicious, but it's gonna give me like liver failure or some random alcoholic hamburger. No, I'll take
And
it.
you're
It's
like,
free. We're good.
shit, I'll take it, bro. Yeah.
Yeah, it's free.
I mean, I eat Taco
Yeah,
Bell. Like I love Taco Bell.
it's good. It's good. It's all right. I like it. I still prefer Unity. It's funny. Unity had like the most bugs, but I really enjoyed the the actual stealth in the game. I also enjoyed how the combat didn't feel like you could take on a shit ton of guards. Like you could not take a shit ton of guards as easily in Unity. I mean, as easily in Unity as you could in Black Flag. Like I've jumped on pirate ships where everybody was had guns and swords, and I punched them all out.
Oh yeah, dude, you can't. Did you play the new one?
I know. Yeah, I know what you're saying.
You can only take on like 2 or 3 before.
Yeah, but you're still grabbing like giant swords and like lances and.
But they all play different. Like I don't know, man.
I know what you're saying, and I agree. Like it is better than most other Assassin's Creed games. So I would put Origins squarely on like 3rd place compared to Unity, and then 2nd place being Black Flag.
You know what? I'm still pretty early on in the game. I had just met my wife, Aya, I think her name is.
I just met my wife.
Yeah.
And we're doing great.
Game, like in the game. Like so like that's like, I don't know, 15 hours in, maybe 10-15 hours in. I'm not like that crazy far into it. And I guess you play as Aya and you do like naval missions, like a la Black Flag. Which is cool, but like I'm kind of forced to do it as part of the story, and I don't enjoy that all that much.
Oh, that's definitely the case with Black Flag. Period.
I like Black Flag. That's definitely one of my favorite ones, and I liked doing the naval shit. But the end game is literally just like all naval, and I kind of didn't really enjoy all that.
Are you helping out? Never mind.
Yeah. Anyway,
actually, I haven't played it, so I don't even know. Is like Cleopatra in there?
In this new one?
Yeah.
I don't know. Is this
that'd be fucking dope?
Is this even her time period? I don't know.
I don't know.
Like I said, I'm pretty early on in the game. Like I'm probably only, like I said, like 10-15 hours, maybe.
All right. Well, let me know if she's in it. That'd be cool.
I don't know much about Egyptian history or time periods. So
well, you don't. All you need to know is Cleopatra is a fucking badass. That's really all you need to know. Like she did not play games, and it took the Roman Empire and everybody else to take her down because she was too powerful.
Boom, Cottrell.
And they had history. Yeah,
that history. Son.
She was a very influential. She's kind of like a prime example of like what if women ran the world. She was very smart. When she was what was it when they
all about equality here at the Diaberetti Bob Squad, just so
you know. She got married. Nah, this isn't a feminist rant. She got married to what's his name? Caesar. She got married to Caesar when Caesar got jealous of her. I think it was either Caesar or somebody else, but she got married to someone big, and when she was too threatening, when her husband felt like he was too dangerous, he ended up going to war with her. And she, of course they overpowered her. But when they went to her throne room and they were going to torture her as a criminal, she chose to go out her own way and was bitten. What was it? I forgot what kind of snake it was. But she let the venom from a snake bite kill her.
She let it kill her? And
yeah, she suicided. And that's kind of why she's depicted as a whore. Because when she died, they controlled the history and tried to make her seem like a shitty person. But her actions spoke for herself. Like they made her seem like a femme fatale. They even do it in movies and all that shit because like the history has been like distorted about her. But she's actually a really she was a really good tactician, smart with politics. Like she was a beast. She was a big threat.
Like, should we add another section now? Like just every week, Katrok just gives us a brief history lesson.
We got to get drunk and do that because
I'm already. What? We can't compete with drunk history.
Yeah, drunk history. That's what I was about to say. I don't know, man. They kick a lot of ass.
They have video, dog.
It was so much better before it got like syndicated.
I don't really watch it. I've watched a couple of them.
I saw 2 episodes and I was like, yo, this shit is fire.
Yeah,
This shit is
I
it
gotta
was
find an
so
app
good.
that makes that noise on
Yeah,
my phone.
we really do.
It's called I'm pretty sure it's like air horn. It's like
The Air Horde app.
Yeah. Air
Oh,
horn
Control, you
sound
see
good.
the Evo 2018 lineup?
Bro, that shit was intense, man. I saw a video. I don't know if I can actually we can do that.
For you
Yeah,
guys
dude,
don't
they
know,
have like
EVO is the official fighting game championships for video games held in. Is it held in Vegas every year, or is it?
oh, I thought it was held in Japan
Well,
this
this
year. I'm
one's
pretty sure it
okay.
was
Well,
in
this one's
Japan.
being held in Vegas this year, in August.
Okay.
So you got
This
Tekken
shit,
7, Super Smash Brothers for Wii U,
yep,
Super Street
Melee,
Fighter 5, or
Is that
no, regular
DBZ gonna
Street
be
Fighter
on
5.
that?
Wait, sorry.
yep,
Say that,
DBZ
Josh?
Fighter. DBZ Fighter is on it. Yep.
Nice.
Shit is
Dragon Ball Fighter Z.
Yo, so much of that shit was so good. Like the fights were amazing. There's
Dragon
one
Ball, dude, like I still want to get it. Like I'll
semi-final.
never be competitive, but like I still do kind of want to get it. Just
If you want
play
to
it.
get into fighting games, that game would be the one that I would happily say is one that you'd want
I
to
just-
play. Like
I
it's
just
so
never
weird
felt
because
I only played the beta,
Xenoverse
but like
2
I never felt so badass. And like I think part of
Yeah.
it was like I grew up watching Dragon Ball Z, like a lot of us. So like to be able to play it and like do the things that they do,
Yeah.
like that was so cool for me.
I hated Budokai. I really hated all
I never
3
played the
Budokai
Budokais.
games. They were so bare bones to me because like they all did the same moves. I mean, they had special attacks and shit, but it didn't feel I don't know special. And
And it was
with-
also cool just to see Krillin like not a bitch.
yeah, right. Like
You
that's
know,
what that
not
was interesting.
die.
It was like
Now it's like Captain Ginyu's just the shit house. Like,
yeah, like oh my god, like I'm watching Nappa combos and I'm like, Nappa should not be this
Nappa.
godlike. Like yeah, like yo, he's doing like overhead, like high kicks or like upside down, like axe kicks and shit like that. He's doing some epic, like oh my god, they make every character look so damn cool. And like when you look at
that's
Xenoverse,
so cool. Because
Right,
know,
but when
like,
you look at
everybody
Xenoverse, that shit is
liked
like a
Krillin in the first
bastardization.
story arc, and then after
Yeah.
that, you just realized he was a bitch.
Krillin was so no, it wasn't even that. Krillin was so dope that they had to make every character after that an anti-Krillin. Like if you think about it, like Krillin was able to dominate. If he wanted to, he could have killed Frieza. So Frieza blew him up. And ever since then, when he came back, every other character was able to get cut in half because the lore of the Destructo disc is that you can't cut it in half. You can't break the Destructo disc.
Mhm.
It's pure key energy in razor form. You can't break it. So everyone else was like, oh well, if that's the case, then I can be cut in half. That's Cell. That's Boo.
Mhm.
Oh my god, like it's everyone after that was able to just get cut in
But
half.
like every time they do it, though, they all act like mad surprised. They're like,
yeah, like, oh shit,
he
Destructo
he
disc.
survived.
Commercial break.
It's like,
Yeah,
dog, this is
commercial
like the
break, and
eighth
it's like,
enemy
oh
you
shit.
fought that has survived
Yeah.
the Destructo disc. Like yes.
Yeah, it's so bad. He gets shafted every time, and like it with Dragon Ball Z, like Xenoverse. Xenoverse to me felt like a bastardization of like, it's like actually not even a bastardization. It's just the worst of Dragon Ball Z culture to me. Where like all the customization options are just pieces of other characters from the game, from the show.
Oh, yeah, you can make
Like,
custom shit.
All the haircuts. Yeah, like you can make your own character, but all the haircuts are DBZ characters. Like they're just DBZ character haircuts. So my character, who's like a Black Saiyan dude, he's got Deborah's goatee, evil goatee. I've got Vegeta eyes. My nose is from, I forgot where my nose is from, but like my haircut is Teen Gohan. And I look like that. But then when you look at the chat room, like the massive, world, the world where everybody's walking around, you got people that look like Gohan called Goku. And like Like people, like everyone's just trying to make themselves look like, you know, everybody else. And when you fight online, everyone's just going straight to Super Saiyan 3. Like no one gives a shit about how Goku would fight in these games, or like Goku would get like go from like regular to then Super Saiyan, and then I can't beat him, gotta break my limits, and then go to
Well,
2, and then
well,
break my limits
yeah,
again,
but
to
like
go to
it's a
3.
fighting
And
game,
then
bro. It's not the CPU
but in
series.
DBZ Fighter, you don't get that. You get people who genuinely like these characters, and like the combos, like Majin Buu. Have you seen Fat Majin Buu go throwing
Nah,
hands at somebody? Yo, he's
I mean
got
I
a
saw the
move where he
show.
like he's got a move where he jumps onto you. Like, okay, from one of his moves from the show, he jumps on you, sits on you, and when he like, you know, body slams you by sitting on you, gets
Mhm.
up and then just starts beating you with his hands, and then kicks you to the side. Like he's got like they all have moves, and then they all have their own unique moves. But when you look at Xenoverse 2, half the fights are just like people running away, shooting key blasts at each other to keep their distance, and then trying to utilize the stamina system, break you, and then just maximize combos by doing one punch in the key blast, one punch in the key blast, one punch in the key blast, one punch in the key blast until you're dead. And like I've played online before, and I hated that the person I was, because I was my equal that I was playing with and getting like really good with, all it took was the hit DLC to come out for Dragon Ball Z Super, because they have regular intervals where this DLC comes out, and the paid DLC was, oh, you get hit moves, and the guy could kick my ass in seconds because he's got moves that are better than mine. Like that was the first DLC pack. There are 12 DLC packs that are out now. So
Jesus.
like, right, so like everything about Dragon Ball Z Xenoverse was just like, do you like Dragon Ball? Yeah. All right. Here's a cash grab. You know, like not only with the DLC that's itself, but like they tried to hype people up with the music, saying, "Oh yeah, Steve Aoki is gonna make the music for the game." I get like the music for that game is some of the worst I've ever heard in my life. You start the game, you go to the main menu where you're looking at, you know, everybody's in town, and it sounds like a drunken, uh, it sounds like the after party, like the band who got to play at the wedding. They had an after party, got too drunk, smoked some weed, and said, "Yo, let's make this sound."
Oh, hello?
Did we lose him?
Did we lose him?
I lost him.
Oh shit!
Just-
Control!
Immediately just
I think we lost him.
beamed out.
Give me 1 second though. I'm gonna take this second to grab a beer. Control, come back. Is he back?
Not yet.
Well, while we're waiting for Control, Josh, didn't you have like a rant about Monster Hunter?
Not really a rant. I mean, I didn't have a rant, I suppose. I'm trying to think.
Okay.
I don't think I have any issues.
Control. I mean, I know he's gone for a second here. I don't know if he can hear us. He might be able to hear us. But he was talking about DBZ hair. I want that hair that the Admiral has, son. like, why do all the NPCs have like that? Like that one chick has got like from the requisitions or the provisions or whatever. She's got like braids on the side, and then or is it braids or dreadlocks, and then it's long hair on the other side. I don't know, those cool shit. Oh,
yeah, I'm sure they'll show up.
Well, I know they said they were releasing hairstyles and whatnot.
Yeah, I'm sure they'll get some more. So did you see the nerf that went through on slicing ammo?
I did. I did. And then you were able. Oh, so you can only carry what?
So what they did is they reduced its cutting factor, I believe, and how much it will like bounce off of people if you're in melee range of it, because it's kind of like a little explosion repeatedly.
Mm-hmm.
They dropped the damage by roughly 30%, and reduced the amount you can carry to a total of 60 instead of 90. Because you could carry 30 berries and 30 rounds now.
I want them to up the amount of coatings I can carry from my arrow. Like, so I can carry 50 power coatings and like 50 blast coatings, I think.
So if you
But I
could
can only carry 20, like paralysis or sleep or any of the others.
Yeah, so it
But you,
wouldn't, if they gave you 50 paralysis rounds, it wouldn't matter. The monster becomes too resistant. It would just ignore it.
but it's still like even it still takes like 20 just to get it paralyzed anyway.
Yep.
And then
you
I
should
gotta
only get
go
one
all
out
the
of
way
it.
back to the camp and get more from my item box.
If you're going to paralyze twice.
Well,
But so what should technically happen is if you're looking to run a paralysis setup, you have two people that can run it, and you tag team and you rotate between your paralysis and your power shots on your dragon piercers,
okay,
and then you
yes.
take a paralysis bow if that's what you're focusing on.
Well, yeah, I mean, I'm really only switching between two because, like I said, I kind of just hit that grind part now. Where at this point, if I want to get any other like better bows, I have to do some serious work.
Did you kill the final boss yet?
No, I'm only on. Like I said, I'm only hunter rank 13 or 14. So what did
You're
I do?
close to the end. What's the mission you're on?
Dude, like I can't. What did I do? What the fuck did I do? I had to go and track down footprints.
You found the Rathian footprints, right? The pink one.
I already killed that thing.
And now you have to find more, but for the Elder Dragons, perhaps?
I think?
You have to find the blue footprints, right?
For the Azure Rathalos.
Azure Rathalos. That's not part of the story arc.
Wait.
That's an extra thing.
I don't know. Hold on. Monster Hunter World walkthrough. Bear with me, people. Guide. Where am I at?
Because what will end up happening is you do your Rathian track, you do another like interim quest, and then you eventually have to track down the same kind of thing, but for the Elder Dragons, for all of them. That would be Nergigante, Teostra, Kushala, and I don't think it's a Kirin one.
I went to the Elder's Recess, look for Nergigante's clues.
Yep.
I'm sorry, by the way, you can hear my dog in the background, like, drinking and eating for the past, like, 10 minutes. Zelda, stop drinking like that. You make it seem like you don't ever get water. Like, get out of here with this shit. like, oh, I have not drank in, like...
She is, like, one of the most spoiled dogs I've ever met. So.
Like, get the fuck out of here, Zelda. I'm in the Elder's Recess with Nergigante.
Okay.
Well, I haven't taken on Nergigante, but that's the next thing. That's what I got.
Gotcha.
Okay.
So you're getting you're real close to the end. You got another couple missions, or you got a little ways to go.
I'm looking at the walkthrough right now. There's not too much left, but Elder's Recess is gorgeous. And he's back. Oh wait, he probably hasn't got his shit worked out, but he's back on.
Yeah, it was my battery died. I didn't even realize it was not connected. But I was basically just shitting on Xenoverse. I mean,
no,
that's pretty much just
so we kept it moving. We kept it moving. I'm on Nergigante, or I'm about to fight Nergigante on Monster Hunter World.
Yeah, we talked about the nerf to slicing ammo.
Oh yeah, they nerfed to slicing ammo,
which was really good. Needed to happen.
But then buffed everything else, which is dope. It's cool that they're doing patches.
It's really good, and I'm glad that they're not being heavy-handed with it. I think that slicing ammo, because the light bowgun and bowguns in general are still completely viable. I have a full build based on the slicing stuff, and it's still great. It's just not broken where you can perma-flinch a tempered Kirin forever. Because that was part of the problem.
You can't do that?
You can't anymore. You could before. That was part of the reason people were... So, and I'll get into this. One of the videos I posted on the YouTube channel is regarding this, but with the bowgun builds, you could have it so you had more than the normal amount of slicing ammo shots. So for a heavy bowgun, it was 4. For a light bowgun, it was 3, and you could only do it on certain ones. heavy bowgun, it was the Toby Kadashi, and for the light bowgun, it was the Balhazak one. Gives you 3 rounds. You, as long as you kept hitting the head, could keep a monster in a flinching loop, and it would just never do anything. You would just kill it.
Wow.
So on solo, 90 rounds was enough to do that. It also did enough damage, and it did a huge amount of knockback to everybody around you, and this huge series of bad things. So one of the when you hit Hunter rank 49, one of the quests you have to do to progress in the story arc is you have to go fight a tempered Kieran. For all of you Monster Hunter buffs, Kieran is a lightning unicorn that is the biggest bag of dicks you'll ever encounter in that
Is
game.
that what Kieran is?
He is such
Kieran-
He's
an
coming up in
asshole.
my what do you call it? Like investigations and optionals, where it's
Kieran
like,
used to be
Hunted
so
Kieran.
trash. Kieran used to be well, not trash, but just not a fun fight. He used to be like the most annoying thing. Like he used to be a nuisance. Now he's like this really cool legendary creature that he's supposed to be, and
I guess he's actually an
Makes
elder
sense.
dragon.
he is an elder dragon, and he's
Yeah.
been an elder dragon. But people who saw it,
A
like, you know the
dragon's
little
got 4
Kelbies?
limbs and 2 wings. Kieran does not.
I mean,
you know those
you can
little
change his environment. I
Kelbies?
think that's kind of what it's based on.
Yeah, that's kind of what I'm saying. Like, you know those little Kelbies,
Basing
the
it off
little
of
deer
deer.
that jumps around?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he had the same, I mean, he still kind of does, but he had like the same animations as a Kelby. And he was like just as big too, just like a little bit bigger. And he would jump around and just drop lightning bolts everywhere. And he was just really inconvenient because he had such high, his armor was really dense. So you'd just bounce off of him and he would run away. So you just chase him left and right, like back and forth all over the place. And he just bounce off, you bound up into bounce off of him. You can't hit him, you can't hurt him. It was really just annoying. Like he was really like a big inconvenience. Now he's scary as shit.
He
He's
is
really cool. Like he's really
terrifying.
scary to look
I
at.
have not
Yeah.
come across him yet.
So when you get in the Coral Highlands, the entire environment will be a thunderstorm now if he's in the area.
Yeah,
Like,
that was
If he's
dope.
in the area.
If he's in the area, it's light. It's thundering
Yep.
outside.
And
It's
the
so
worst
damn
part
cool.
is he is not only one of the most terrifying creatures you'll fight. He does not give 2 shits about you. Like
No,
sees
Most-
you. And he
most of the
just
bosses
continues
don't,
to
though.
he just continues to walk around. And this is mid fight too. Like he'll get angry real quick and like peel someone's skin off of their body with his lightning bolts, and then just casually walk around in a circle while he watches you try and attack.
Yeah. So like the worst parts of the Kieran are now used like in a way to like exemplify his strength instead of just like
Mhm.
making him inconvenient. So he really went from inconvenient to really fun.
Badass.
A lot of fun, man. Yeah, I really
So-
enjoy him.
This
So
game is
I'm
really
gonna-
fun. Just overall, it's just a fun fucking game. You know,
So
when the
at
network's not
49,
fucking up.
When you have to fight a tempered Kieran, it does not. So before people could surpass it pretty easily.
Are you 49 right now?
Dude, I'm Hunter rank 60.
Yeah,
Oh my god.
sounds about right.
I'm fighting tempered elders now. I'm now on the actual grind.
What happened to you, Josh?
What happened?
I told you the first weekend. I'm like,
I'll be right
guys,
back.
this is gonna be a problem. This is gonna be a problem.
How many hours have you played this game
Let's
already?
not talk about that because honestly, there are people
the
that
people want to know. They
there are
deserve to
people
know.
that are 100+ Hunter rank right now.
Oh my god.
They're terrifying. But
I'm on
so I have-
rank 13.
well, so keep in mind some of this stuff is gated by level caps. So you may be 13 now, but once you beat the story, you'll spike to your 20s immediately. Like I was capped at 49. I immediately jumped to like 57 once I beat the boss. Because it accrues in the background while you're doing other things because you're at the cap.
Oh, okay.
But at 49, this tempered Kieran,
Zelda, out.
you could permanently flinch it prior with the slicing ammo. Well, that by the time I got there, or the slicing ammo thing, but by the time I got to this tempered Kieran, slicing ammo didn't do that anymore. So, because I have converted fully to a gun lancer, like to twisted degree, I
Wait, you're a
apparently
gun
made
lancer
friends.
now?
I have found my
Gun
joy.
Lancer's dope.
I have
My man
truly found
said
my joy.
he switched to gun lance.
Gun
Last time I played
Lancer's
with you, you was
fire.
rocking a hammer. Now it's
Well,
like you're like,
hammer.
dog, I'm a gun lancer.
So the transition with the weapons is I started with a bow because everything felt very bad since I was new to Monster Hunter and I was really shitty. Then I transitioned to hammer, which was nice because you could still play melee, but it's very mobile. You can move around while you do your shit. You don't feel completely crippled. So it was a super nice transition into that. And now that I've learned, I started testing out the other weapons, great swords, all this other fun shit, and I have found my joy in gun lancers. And with a small side sprinkling of the insect glaive, because some fights are just not very. Some fights are very rough as a gun lancer, and some fights are very rough as an insect glaive wielder. So
Yep.
those kind of balance me out. I kind of switch between those two right now. But back to Kieran. So because I was a gun lancer, I made a friend. He randomly added me, and I guess these two guys are just like 2004 vets. They're fucking nuts. And they said, "Hey, let's go fight this tempered Valhazak." I'm like, "Sorry guys, I'm not 50." "Oh yeah, we'll help you with that." Well, neither of them had done the tempered Kieran fight until or pre-slicing nerf. So we get in there, and Kieran proceeds to effectively and surgically remove our ass cheeks and hand them to us.
Go, this is your butt. One's bigger than the other one. One cheek is bigger than the left cheek is bigger than the right one. I don't know why, but here it is.
He weighed them, he measured them, wrapped them, and handed them to us.
Bow on that shit.
He's like, "Do you prefer saran wrap or do you prefer aluminum foil?"
A little goose made out of it. So as he did that, they're like, "All right, well, time to revert to some old tactics." We all proceeded to. One of them had a long sword, and the other two of us were using the light bow gun. We proceeded to get enough materials to carry 2 mega bombs and craft 2 more mega bombs, whilst going back to camp intermittently to do that again. We set up bombs of 8 mega bombs and 6 wyvern blasts as we would repeatedly knock this motherfucker out with sleeping shots and blow him up. We blew him up like 4 times for roughly anywhere from 2 to 5,000 damage.
He just got angrier.
He just got madder and
He's just
madder.
like, "Why do you keep doing that?" I'm scheduled at 8 o'clock to go to sleep. That's my bedtime.
Yep.
Stop scratching me while I'm trying to sleep.
45 minutes prior, and then my facial. Get the fuck out of my area. Like,
Damn.
so we finally got him to go to the top and fall asleep, and then we had our last bomb set up, and one guy got cooked, and we eventually got him. But it took. I have a video of this up on our YouTube channel of me doing this. All these bombs blowing up, so you guys can watch it. It's only me talking because I didn't. I sorted out the PSN why it wasn't picking up our voices.
Oh, why?
Because you have to give it permission in the chat.
But why would it only pick up 2 of us, but not the other 2 of us?
It only clearly picked up me. It did not. It kind of picked up one of you guys intermittently.
All right, I guess I'll have to try that next time.
Oh yeah, you got to check out your permissions. I forgot about that.
Just in the party that you're currently in, just go to the settings, say always allow, and it'll pick us up, or it should. We'll have to test it.
All right.
So I have that on video. Also, I did not know. So the Kieran fight, awesome, horrible, super painful. Good luck, everybody. Also, I didn't know that elder dragons and monsters. I don't know if it's just tempered or if it's just elders or what it applies to, but they can show up larger and angrier periodically. Didn't know this was a Monster Hunter thing. We go in to fight this tempered Valhazak, and me and this other guy are running an insect glaive, and we proceed to put this tempered elder dragon through a blender. I shit you not, we kept him on the ground. We literally just spun inside of him and just fucking killed the shit out of him. It was crazy. We're like, well, that was
cool,
fucking
dude.
easy.
You're so cool, dude.
Shut up. I'm gonna carry your ass. I'm gonna carry your ass through some shit. Yeah, see, that's him crying as he's making fun of me. We proceed to go again because that was easy. We're like, all right, we'll get some cool shit. This Valhazak was a third larger and proceeded to mix our shit with one-shots. We got just erased, and it's like we killed his little brother. He showed up to beat the shit out of us. Like, it was a cart race.
Hashtag cart.
It was a cart race.
Who tired?
No, I have a video.
You look tired, bruh.
Yeah, I have a video of those up too. So I posted those the other night. But no, it's good. This game is horrible and wonderful in every sense of the thought process. It's great. There's a reason it's now over 6 million copies sold, and a huge portion of the Destiny community has said, "Fuck you, Bungie," and come here.
That's good.
3 of us.
Which leads me to one of my main points was that with the quality and what Monster Hunter has brought to, and I think somebody coined it and termed it online. They call it a lifestyle game, which is kind of like what Destiny is. It's some
games you keep coming back to, boot up, play with your boys. Yeah,
it's like an MMO. It's something you consistently touch.
Yeah.
With the onset of Monster Hunter and what it's done right, the bar. Now I'm gonna have nightmares, you asshole.
Anyway, continue.
I hate you all. With the onset of that, that being a thing, and what Monster Hunter has done is set the bar so high. I think people are starting to have to go like, oh shit, we're gonna have to reevaluate what we're doing here, guys, because this is.
They were like, but where's your loot boxes, bruh? Where's your loot boxes?
Where's your content, fam?
Yeah.
How are you gonna play this game if you don't have enough content? By
like,
content, we
mean
mean
game
like
already, bro. Like the content.
Yeah,
like
it's because it's in the game, bro.
Yeah,
we already put it in the game, sir. He's like, no, that's not how it works. You're gonna lose your fans in the next week. You're gonna lose them immediately, bro.
It's crazy. Like it's still. I'm not on Twitch, but I am on YouTube Gaming. It's still in the top stream. Like it's still well over 1,000 streamers every day.
I mean,
and that's just YouTube
Destiny
Gaming. Twitch
2
is like...
was below Diablo 3 for like all last week.
Fuck.
That hurts.
That does hurt. Well, no one wants to hear Zavala for the 17th
Fortnite
time.
is up there.
Yeah,
I don't even actually. PUBG dropped hard.
So the problem, the thing is Fortnite and Epic develop clean, crisp, and playable competitive content.
That's because it's Epic, baby.
It's Epic. Yeah,
they giants. They giants.
PUBG is still this hacky bullshit. Like
Epic
I don't even know if they still have.
PUBG was
reset.
like, "Yo, we're gonna take what you do it for free, and do it for better."
Yeah,
I said do it for better because I speak badly.
I think badly. Call back.
That PUBG has a reset the UI button in its main panel because it bugs out all the time. Like, that was a thing.
Christ.
I don't know if it's still. It might not still be there, but that was a thing for a while.
I seriously hope not. That's disgusting.
It completely was, yeah, because it would just like break, and they're like, here's the reset UI button because we don't know what the fuck's up.
That is fucking garbage.
Yeah, and I can't knock PUBG. It's super popular. I can't stand the game.
Oh, now
doesn't
you
mean
say
it's not.
now.
Doesn't mean it's not shit.
How many podcasts have we done? And now you're saying I can't knock PUBG.
Okay, I can knock PUBG.
What?
Fuck it. I'm
You
trying
can
to be
knock the
nice.
shit out of that.
I'm trying to save you some edit time, but no, cool. I'll go deep. It's all
I'm not
good.
gonna edit
I'd
it.
knock on the. I'd knock on the door of PUBG's house, but it's probably still loading. Fucking rendering.
Dude, shots fired. Dude, I didn't even edit myself last week when I fucking.
All right.
You fucked that shit up.
Yeah, dude, no, it's still on the podcast. It's there. It's there. I'm
We
only
just
a
start
man.
putting the actual
I know y'all
discussion
think
I'm
at the
only a
beginning.
man.
I know you all think I'm superhuman, but you know, I put my pants on one leg at a time. Just like, yeah, that's not true. Sometimes I put them on two legs and try to save
Oh
some time.
god.
Nothing like playing PUBG, and as soon as you jump off the plane, that animation, the only animation that probably should matter is where you look like you're about to take a shit. Your legs are spread out, you're on the parachute, you look like you're about to drop a deuce
Yep.
on the way to losing immediately.
you're
Look at the
clenching.
animation, I swear to God. Yeah,
Yeah.
you're like, your legs are out, you're just like, it's so bad. I'm like,
Now,
this EA ass game, early access and shit, and it just, God, how did it,
No.
you know what? I don't know. I'm done. I'm done.
I can't knock the animation super hard because I have some serious problems with Monster Hunter animations.
Yo, their facial
Really?
animations.
They're so
are
good, though.
horrible, I'll tell you that much.
In specific places, they're good. In a lot of other places, they've made some interesting decisions.
Like what?
Any character, male or female, go into your crate of shit and just look at the stance and pose that they have them set in. I have never felt more dainty in my life.
Which one?
Just go to your supply box.
But
You
Josh,
literally-
you're so dainty in real life.
You
What are
literally
doing?
bend over as if
You're a
you're like
dandy
trying
person.
to curtsy in a dress. It's like there's a lot of unisex animations that are very effeminate for a lot of the big masculine
Oh,
characters.
okay. So the animations aren't bad. They're just like sometimes
Poorly-
they're just
They
like,
don't
hey
fit
man,
the character.
you're
after
just
you.
feeling some type of way.
Yeah, I just got to let my hair down and set my person
Yeah.
in a circle and go dancing. Like it, and I'm
That's
just this
funny.
gruff motherfucker with a gun
Yo,
lance.
man, I
and
used to
it's-
let my
yeah.
hair down. You used
Yeah,
to
bro.
too, Josh.
So did I.
You used to too.
That's
You
so
would let
good.
your hair down and go out. I was with you when
Yeah,
you
bro.
did it.
Yeah, we get super drunk.
You let your hair down. You go look at my mane,
Took
Yep.
his bandana off.
and then just
Rarely.
like tossed his hair around. Said, it's because I let my hair down once in a while.
Yep.
Yeah, that
Maybe
Tresemme
it's
son, that
Maybelline.
L'Oreal.
Yeah.
That L'Oreal.
I use it. I
Maybe
use
more with
L'Oreal. I mean, not anymore. I don't have long hair, but I do.
The only competition I had was Shane Skelly, and I knew it.
Shane just put grease in his hair.
You're
Yeah,
not
he
wrong.
just he cooked some
I
bacon
think,
and was like, "This
Like
is
he worked
good."
on his motorcycle, like got the grease, and then just like ran it through his hair. I love Shane.
Yeah.
I love Shane. I'm not talking shit on him, but that's what he did.
I mean, he's pretty
He ain't
active
that
now.
disclaimer. He
He's-
knows. He
he's
fucking
a
knows.
Sales manager at Harley now, so he's
Yeah,
still.
if
He's
you
killing it.
guys are in Orlando and you want to get a Harley Davidson, hit up our boy Shane Skelly.
Oh yeah, he'll take care of you.
He got you.
Give you a good deal.
That plug.
Yeah, no, that's. I think that's
plug.
about it. I think that's about it for this episode, unless we got something else.
No, I'm,
Kingdom Hearts 3 trailer and
Oh
yeah.
yes, they added the Monsters Inc. too to it as well, right?
Yeah, that was cool.
Yo, there's a I think it's a rumor. I think it's a joke, but they posted because in the light of Monster or not Monster Hunter, Monsters Inc. being added to Kingdom Hearts 3. They said they put Sully and Mike on the cover for Kingdom Hearts 3, but they have Mike being covered up by the rating symbol.
all right. Props
That's
to them on
so
that one.
good.
I don't think it's real, but like some of that shit was going around the net. I was like, if they do that, that would be awesome.
That's so good. Hell yeah. That'd make my fucking week. Man, I got annoyed watching the trailer, bro. Like characters that should be super fucking dead are like just like, what's up, Sora? And I'm like, yo, like if it wasn't hard to follow this shit already,
You know what?
it's just like
When the game
worst
comes
thing is-
out, you should just start your own video series, post it to the YouTube of
what the fuck
Sophia
is this?
Sophia playing, asking questions, and you just sipping water. To say,
Yeah,
that's
it's
a
like-
good question.
Every time you just get annoyed, you just take
What
a
the
drink.
fuck is this? And I'm just like, God, this is delicious.
As the salt increases through the episode, your drinks change based on your rage level. So you've got like tea to coffee to energy.
Dude, there was some
to get worse.
dumb shit happening. So like there are characters that should be dead like games ago, and they're just like,
Dude, you were saying even in the
What's
first
up?
game.
yeah, in the first game there were characters that shouldn't exist, and they're just like, what's up, bro? So do you know what True Darkness is? And you're like, oh my god.
Isn't that shit made of
fuck?
light?
Yeah, Door of Darkness is made out of light, people. That doesn't make any fucking sense. Yeah, let's not do that. Let's not do this. I don't need to. All I wanted to say is there's a trailer, bro.
It's a happy.
That's all I
night.
wanted to say.
It's a good
It's a
podcast
trailer.
night.
Thanks again for joining into another episode of the Diverty and Bob Squad. We will be here next week. We will what was I gonna say? I will link Josh's videos, or like just I'll link the YouTube channel so you can
Yep.
check out Josh's videos.
YouTube channels.
And Cottrell might get his videos up. We'll try to figure out what's going on with that.
Yeah, I was really busy this whole fucking week, so I couldn't do it, but I will.
Have a
We'll
happy
up-
Valentine's Day. If you don't have a Valentine, pick up Monster Hunter or go out and see Black Panther on Friday because that shit is gonna be.
Oh yeah, that's gonna be fire,
It's
bro.
gonna be
I'm
fire.
looking forward to
Brr,
that.
brr, brr, brr. The most
God.
half-assed.
I don't want an app anymore. You just need to continue to do
You
that.
just
Yeah,
say that
yeah,
shit.
that's
Brr,
it.
brr, brr, brr. Oh my
It's
god.
half-assed.
All right, we'll see you next week. Signing out. Take it easy. Thanks again.
Peace, ladies and gentlemen.